Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Atelier, Ryza, Guns of the Patriots. I'm the mysterious JG.
And I'm still Lethal Feline.
So, we are taking the first steps to... well, hold on here. Let's see. We built an atelier of our own to keep practicing synthesis. Following Impulse instructions, she's attempted to create every item in the book, which I guess actually means an explosive uni and grass beans. Let's see if we already have enough, and if we don't, I guess we're doing more. Though we were supposed to look and see if we had barrel. Do we have books? I guess maybe when we automatically had some books that we read when we got here, that was the ones that were in the house, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, helpful synthesis features, auto add and select all. Auto add materials automatically toss in materials, while select all necessary materials from the container. Press R1 while selecting the material loop to use the auto add materials. You can choose to prioritize by quality. To use select all, press R1 while picking materials to put a check mark next to them, and then press X to add those items. Use auto add materials to simplify synthesis, or use select all to toss in a bunch of materials at once. Sure. So grass beans. Huh? Oh.
We gotta select the
yellow.
lupe.
We need to
Well,
put a
we need
yellow.
to select the blue. Yes, the blue lupe. We have a bunch of flowers that can go in there.
Well, where do we start? Do we start? We start at quality.
Can we say we start the one that doesn't have a giant chain and padlock?
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? We got a town and a tall town. Level up.
Clap, 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 clap.
Now, I don't know why northern windflowers are good enough now and they weren't before. This should add a trait. And then over here,
This very energetic one. I think at this point we could start synthesis. It has to be at least 3 items, or maybe I'm silly.
I think we could get a higher quality if we added another.
Oh.
Now it says, okay, yeah, okay. You may be right, but I think we needed to add that item. Either way, now it's like start over. Like, it won't let me add anything else because we've unlocked all the lupes.
Okay.
So some of the lupes have more than one, like, circle on the side of them. And I thought you could add more than one thing to a single lupe, but I am not. It seems like once you've activated each lupe, you are done, and you made green beans.
Not green beans, grass beans. Very
Grass
important
beans.
distinction.
You are correct.
HP gain extra small. All right, looks like I was able to finish the items.
Those items being grass beans.
What exactly did I make anyway, even though JG just said? Apple gave me the recipe. I guess I should ask him, what are grass beans? Apple, I was able to make the items in the recipe book.
I figured we'd have to make more than one item, but I guess not.
Oh, what, already? Well, that's very impressive.
I thought I gave you enough errands to do to get you out of my hair for 5 damned minutes.
My fabulous hair, have you seen it? It's kind of weird to ask me after I already made them, but what did I make? Oh, they're just a couple of items that I'm sure will come in useful during your adventures that you'll have to do in order to not die.
But since we didn't specify which items you needed to make to unlock this, I won't tell you individually what they were.
Now you'll die. Anyway, there are all kinds of different medicine to keep you safe, and bombs, of course, to bomb your enemies, as one does. Oh, was that where the strange explosion came from when you saved us?
Did somebody set them up the bomb?
Was it you? Indubitably, it was me. It was an alchemy-based bombe with a capital B. That alone will make your travels much safer.
Always travel everywhere, particularly through TSA checkpoints with plenty of bombs.
As long as they have capital B's.
Wow, really? So all I have to do to succeed is toss a bunch of bombs around?
I'm really not sure I like where this game is going.
Well, I suppose it's not quite that simple, but why don't I give you this?
What is it?
It's a Sith wayfinder that will allow you to locate the secret planet from which the Emperor is conjuring Star Destroyers in the most recent Star Wars film.
It is what is called a core crystal. Normally, if you use medicine or bombs, they disappear, right?
Particularly bombs. If you use bombs, they disappear.
Yeah, I mean, of course, isn't that just common sense?
Okay, well, try putting one of those items that you made inside the core crystal.
It's not really that big, right?
Now, attach the crystal to your wallet. When you use your wallet, you'll unleash the power of the crystal.
Uh-huh.
But what happens when you do that?
You'll trigger the item's effect. And you can do it again and again and again, and even a fourth time without consuming the item.
Wow, so it's like I'm hitting an enemy with grass beans.
What? That sounds kind of like impossible magic. You're a wizard.
Perhaps I am, but I assure you that it's quite possible. Such is the power of this ancient artifact that I'm just going to give you, because I want to.
Alchemy, I'm fine with alchemy. No problems there, makes total sense. But magic?
That's some bull hunky. It's an artifact.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Just think of it as a very old alchemy item. Anyway, you can use it to keep from losing your item. A singular item.
Are you sure I can really have this?
It's just fine. It's actually one of the more common ancient artifacts. They're really just, taking up space. Anyway, this one's an extra I just had laying around.
It's technically an ancient artifact, but basically it's trash. It's like, a million years, plastic containers from Walmart will be ancient artifacts, but that won't make them valuable.
Well, thank you. I'll put it to good use.
Core items. Insert an item into a core crystal in order to turn it into a core item. This item will consume core charges and will not be used by itself. However, if you run out of core charges, you won't be able to use it. So timing is key. You can attach an item through the equipment menu. The number of items you can attach depends on the weapon type, so pay attention to that. Also, you can't attach an item if its level is higher than the character's dexterity. Think carefully about which items you'd like to give to which ally. Oh, you can... Wait, so we've got more than one of these core crystal things? We can have different people all equipping shit all over?
No, yes, I have several others laying around.
Okay. Also, remember that healing items can be used from the basket. If you use an item from
bombs
the...
can also be placed in the basket.
If you use an item from the basket, this will still use a core charge, so pay attention to that. Okay, so you can use the crystal on things in the basket, which means it's a manuable thing that consumes charges rather than an in-battle action that uses charges, I guess?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Converting items. Scroll. If you run out of core charges, you can't use that item anymore, but Convert will let you restore your charges. The converted item will be disabled, but in exchange it will refill your core charges. The higher the item level, the faster it will be converted. The item you disable will be usable again once you return to your home base. Okay. You can also convert directly through the basket menu. If you're running low on core charges, use convert before jumping back into battle. At some point I'll run around off screen fighting enemies to gather items and I'll figure that shit out. You saying the same thing still?
I'm saying the same things about using whatever you have at hand as a cauldron.
Candy, I want candy. I mean, candy.
Oh, yes, candy.
Oh, it's raining.
That points up.
Kick off the Ryza. Ah, see, these
Beat
people
up those bags.
they cannot be run through. Dried lumber.
Dried, even though they're being a little rained on. We'll be fine.
So this is the icon for their place. That must mean that you can come into the classroom. Ah.
Alright, cool.
Okay. I'm going to convert this book into alchemy secrets.
Nope, this isn't a place to learn things.
Nope. It's only a place to learn shame and disappointment.
Alright, well, good classroom. Glad we went there. Still raining. The dried lumber has replenished. That's interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was sparkling.
Hmm.
So I guess that's... Oh, now it's Vasavit.
Vasavit. And dried lumber.
Oh,
I had this vague notion that these things replenish only when you actually go to the Ryza's house, but I guess that is not correct. All right.
I don't think it's a bad thing, eh? Now what we do?
Well, according to the story, we now want to... Well, we got different types of quests we can learn. But I believe our main story... Okay, well, L1 doesn't actually go anywhere, so... Maybe we have to learn a quest. Convert an item, use a core item, swing at a monster. Synthesize a bomb, but you have to do that 10 times. Well, I guess we just move towards the objective until we find out what the objective actually is.
You know. Shame we can't circumvent these little stumps in the ground.
Is this the same place we already shopped?
Looks like it.
It is the same place we already shopped.
Good morning. See you next time.
I wish I could speak.
Well, you can.
Soft sand.
Sand, scrap paper. And other things as well.
So if you are looking for a game where you just gather a bunch of crazy bullshit, this is the one that you want.
Gathering crazy bullshit, this is the game for you. I guess it looks like we're just going back to the house to trigger story. That would make sense. Maybe we get to our atelier, we'll be told, make a bomb. Do it. Of course.
Also, I don't know if it's just on my screen, but there's a mouse as far as I can see. So it may just be my screen. You may not be actually capturing that.
A mouse? No, I...
Okay, just making sure.
I have 1 or 2 LPs where that's a possibility. That is... If a mouse cursor shows up in this video, I am going to have to seriously re-examine how this setup works.
Because it's on the PlayStation.
It is on the PlayStation, yes. I think this game might be on the Steams, but I have it on the PlayStations.
Or honey ants. Honey of an ant.
It's a honey of a no. It's honey nut Atelier. Mom, we got any books that I can peruse for alchemical ideas?
It's a barrel.
Books? No. Books.
You can't
Check
learn from
them out.
scrolls. Ryza's.
Let's make a bomb.
But we have a nice little stone thing upstairs for the cauldron to sit on. It's like our folks knew we had a talent for this.
So we don't have a bomb-making materials, but we could make an explosive uni. Shitty game called uni. Let's make
High
a low quality.
low.
I just did the
Okay.
auto.
Wow, that was very quick.
Uh-huh. Expensive. Effect increases when trait level max level 15. What? Oh,
You're
earn up to
guaranteed
30% extra when
extra.
selling at the store. Okay.
Extra 5 coal, my goodness. Uh-huh.
Okay, I should be reading this, I suppose. As you trait slot unlock, whatever. You can give things traits. Trait levels increase. Repeating synthesis will lead to more powerful traits. I feel like this is probably a... I'm guessing this is a... You could get really deep into this, and to win the game, you probably don't have to get all that deep into this.
Later this year, we had to get deeper into this.
We're not deep enough in this to win. She is
Damn.
happy as fuck with her explosive uni. Quality 14.
Got burst and uni podcast.
But we
I
just-
leveled up, bitches.
and indeed, we
Let's
have
look at my
advances
house.
there. Whoa! What's with that book? It's huge. What is he? Nicolas Cage's Tiny Elvis? Oh man, that thing's huge, man. And Pal asked me to look through our library to try and find a book with certain words on the cover.
Oh yeah? What does it say?
It translates to my struggle. I mean, who knows?
Like Kanye West. What do you mean you don't?
Apparently, it's a dictionary for the language used in these ancient texts. He told me to start studying it. By the way, that little, monster... I don't know if that's a ceramic monster. That is adorable over there. There's a screen left. What's the point of looking through a dictionary in a language you don't know? I've been taking notes on common character strings. He was impressed at me for doing such tiresome research. He's definitely my favorite. I'm his favorite, Ryza, not you.
That is true. You're probably the favorite. I've noticed that you've been writing all the time lately. All of 10 minutes. I'm glad that all that work is paying off.
Like, for the half of a day we've known these people, we certainly have advanced our storylines.
Now what have you been doing then?
No, he doesn't get to talk yet. It's Tao's time, baby. Well, it hasn't paid off quite yet. That all depends on how I do from here on out. Still, it sounds like you're pretty motivated.
Which is great, but can't you do that at home? And what are you even doing here, Len? This is my atelier.
Get the fuck out. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were friends. My parents don't like me doing this at home. They keep nagging me.
What are you doing reading books all the time? You're embarrassing us.
Plus, this is just where we hang out. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't change that fact.
I guess I did say at the beginning of the game that all we do is hang out in my room. I guess some things don't change even when you become an alchemist.
Yeah.
Shrugs.
Also, if we went to my house, my drunken, abusive father's there, and the whole tone of the game would just not be as chill as it is right now.
Fine, well do whatever you want. I'm just gonna start doing my alchemy stuff, okay?
You could do that. Or we could head to the mainland. I want to try out some of Lila's tips she taught me. If we all get better at fighting, that'll make it easier for you to gather materials, too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Cute little monsters ain't gonna kill themselves. Did you already forget what happened last time we were there? I don't want to do any more scary stuff. To the mainland. Just you wait, monsters. And you're next, boss. Try to remember the basics of CQC, boss.
All right, well, I guess I don't mind heading to the mainland again. We'll just have to try not to perish.
So I guess the plot right now is Tao wants to research the ancient mysteries, but he can't because Lent wants to go get better at fighting monsters so he can eventually murder Boss in cold blood. Tutorial action orders. Eventually, I'm sure we'll run out of things to have tutorials on. You can now give action orders, which allow you to execute cooperative actions with your teammates during battle. Inactive members may sometimes give a cue for an action order. Each member has their own unique action orders, so make sure you use them well to find success. When an action order appears, you'll only have a limited time to execute it, so don't wait around forever. It's basically, that's what you call them, like time-sensitive events.
Oh, quick time.
Quick time events, yeah. Should always try to execute an action order when the opportunity presents itself. But be aware that you can't initiate an action order simply by using normal attacks. Quick actions. Pressing R2 will consume 10 app and unleash a quick action. This will make it your turn immediately and allow you to use skills or items. If you're in danger or need that final push to finish a fight, try to make use of your quick action. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we did synthesize a bomb type item. That Uni counted as a bomb.
That makes sense. It is explosive.
So we could throw down a save while we're here, but we're actually not actually going to end the video. We're going to... I don't know, I mean, we could wander around in the town. Like, but the story does seem to want us to go to the mainland. I feel like it would be easy enough to just backtrack here if we change our minds. Oh, here's our parents to presumably yell at us.
So you've been playing around with that Valens fella's daughter, huh? You'd better not be a bad influence on her.
I'm not. I'm the best influence.
Whew, another day's hard work. It's tough, but it is ever so satisfying. Don't you agree, the Ryza?
Yes.
I mean, I guess I would if I was working on the farm. Barrel.
Door.
Nighttime. It's the right
Where's the
time
right time?
to be at your atelier.
Atelier.
I guess the Unis come out at night, huh?
I guess so. Oh. Well, if we ever are low on unis, we know where to get them. And it looks like we have 20 carrying capacity in total. The grapes.
20 carrying capacity in total. What are you talking about?
Well, I saw 17 of 20.
I think that's a quest, and we get some kind of fancy bonus if we... Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Otherwise, 20 is not a lot, considering all the different shit you can have in this game. Yes, rainbow.
I guess we are just gathering crab. So 2 more crabs.
Okay, so... Unless
Can't
there,
just jump up and get those.
unless there is a...
There's some more stuff laying on the ground.
Yeah, I saw that bush over there. I was hoping for more grapes.
There are more, but you just gotta look by the trees. There you go.
Alright.
Fresh berries. The entire bush for a singular berry. There we go.
I wonder what our reward for that was. There we go. 20 of 20 gathered.
We get a positive stance.
X and complete. Learn positive stance. Complete. Okay. So not only do you have to do it, you then have to go into this menu and claim your reward. But you can do that from anywhere. You don't have to go to Riz's house to complete quests. That's good to know. Alright. There may come a point where we don't stop to pick up every grape that we see. We may reach a point where we have so many grapes, we've broken the grape economy.
Great Depression it was.
Yeah, stockbrokers throwing themselves out of
Out of
the
trees.
tallest building that exists in this town, which would be a 2-story building.
And then Ryza comes to collect their corpses.
Our main goal is just to beat down some monsters, but as long as we're here, I'd like to head down this road later and see what it's like. Was there a personality transplant? Lent has become Ryza. He's just like, I want to go to random place for no reason. It's an adventure.
No, it's because I heard a song. It goes, "How many roads must a man walk down?" Now I want to know the answer.
How many
guess-
roads must a man walk down before he'll get himself an ass?
Probably a lot. But anyway, that is so true. I'm kind of interested myself. How many roads it'll take me to become an alchemist?
I wonder how Tao will feel about going to this possibly dangerous place. What do you, the viewers at home, think? Write down your answers now. It might be too late now. Do we really have to do this? He didn't reject.
Yes.
He didn't push back quite as strongly as I anticipated. Of course, we need to get used to fighting. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not too dangerous.
If things get too tough, we'll just run away back home. Now let's go.
Oh, let's go.
This series always makes me so hungry. Wish I had packed lunch. I'm never prepared.
So, A, scenery makes her hungry. B, she wants lunch at this time of night. My eyes aren't so great. I have trouble spotting small stuff like this. My own wiener.
Or whole bushes.
Oh crap, I got all tangled up. I can't just cut it apart, right? Can you help me out here? Restraint silk. Oh my.
Thread is really valuable. It's tough to make. I can make a nice profit if I find a lot.
I'm guessing maybe the first time you pick up any given ingredient, you get a new message, because if they get dialogue every time we pick something up, that's going to be a bit much. Okay.
All right. Ashen sand.
Ashen
sand
sand.
of ashen. Soft. There's only 2 varieties of sand.
Well, we could have dry sand, wet sand.
Rooted stone, sandstone.
Soft to eroded sandstone.
Don't ask. Well, we have our basket. That's where all of this stuff's going.
Yes,
The basket of holding.
she has her hat of holding. She's just stuffing stuff in there, and it's filling up the possibly pastry-inspired hat on her head. Folks, there's an entire forest of adventure awaiting us, and I'm having fun. I hope you are too, but boy, we're doing a lot of picking up of just crap off the ground. When we come back next time, though, we'll be in a forest where, presumably, we'll fight things. We can hope.
Or
anyway.
maybe we'll pick up more stuff. Find out then.
We might do both. We'll see you then.